It turns out we're not only from different planets, but we have different speeds too.
She's a Mario.
And well, he's a little more like a grandma. Let's get into it. Today we're talking about the DISC personality profile. We're talking about the outgoing and the reserved, kind of the top and the bottom of the quadrant. Today you're going to hear some examples, some stories, key takeaways, and everybody's favorite.
Bloopers!
And well, there may be several.
You
Just
never.
saying.
Welcome to God of Wonder 25, where we're just a crazy couple who found out about the DISC personality profiles a few years back. Not only helped save our marriage, but it's helped us in a lot of aspects of life.
Let's do a little bit of a review of the DISC. So we talked about how there's the outgoing and the reserve part, which is what we're going to talk about today. If you draw a line vertically, and this side is the people and this is the task. So it's DISC. And what we say a lot of times is just the DISC profile. Before we get into outgoing and reserved, we're going to give you a little quiz. Don't get too excited, right? It's just a word puzzle. And what you're going to do, you'll have 10 seconds to look for A, B, C, and so on, or 1, 2, 3, and so on. Are you ready? All right. Here we go.
And go. 3, 2, 1.
So how'd you do? How many did you get? Keep track. Look down, see how many that you got, and that's your first score. So the thing is would you like a tool? Would you like some help?
But you know it's in 4 quadrants, and you want to go clockwise. 4 quadrants and clockwise. Everybody ready?
We're going to do another 10 seconds.
And go. 3, 2, 1.
Did you do a lot better? Yeah, I when I took it, I did the very same thing. I think one of the other things to really notice is you felt a little calmer about doing this unforeseen puzzle, right? And a little bit more confident, hopefully, too.
Exactly. That's how the DISC works.
So outgoing and reserved kind of has 2 chapters. There's one about pace, and then there's one kind of social. And pace is, like we've been talking about, one thinks fast, wants fast, just naturally wants things to keep moving. And another one wants to take time. They're not slow, they're just being methodical, steady, and resourceful.
It's kind of like getting out the door. One's dressed and ready to go. The other one's still upstairs dressing.
Another typical one is making decisions. One will be like, let's do it. And the other one's like, hold on. So pace really does show up. It can be kind of sneaky, actually, but that's how we're wired. Our story on pace is a little bit different. We should have known looking at our families. If y'all are newly married, look at your families. That tells a lot. I will tell you that I was raised by engineers. And for some of you, that explains it all. But my family of engineers were also external processors. So you talk things through. You were able to say, well, I feel this way. Well, what about this? And what about this? And go and what? And it was a fast moving conversation.
And my family communicated. Basically, we were kind of at the moment or in the moment. When it was dinner, sometimes it was planned or we had an idea. Half an hour before it was time to eat, well, now we're going to make our decision. Or if somebody said, hey, let's all go to the mall, we'd all get in the car and decide on the way where we were going at the mall, what store we wanted to go to. So we were just kind of impulsive.
Yeah, I didn't really think about it, but we analyzed everything. I mean, that was just kind of the way we talked, and that just wasn't your drill, was it?
We were just kind of kumbaya. Let's go with it. Everybody's doing it. We're having fun.
So when we first got married, obviously you have decisions to make. So my wiring was, let's talk it all out. Let's talk it through. And I couldn't figure out why I would say something and there would be silence. And I'm like, I just kept pushing because I thought maybe I wasn't saying it right, or maybe he didn't hear me, or what the heck is going on, that different planet thing. But yeah, that was so frustrating for me. I didn't know why he wasn't talking.
And with her, on more and more information she was giving me, I became, well, I was overloaded. It just kept coming at me fast and furious, if you will. I just kind of calmed down a little bit, didn't really know how to answer. And sometimes felt like it was, well, she was coming at me, but she wasn't. She was just wired that way. And I'm wired a different way, but
Yeah, I mean, it took us a freaking long time to figure that one out. And finally, what happened was he said, wait, look, I need to stop in the conversation right here. And I knew if I kept pushing, it would be even worse. So we tried that in the beginning. It wasn't great, but it was a tool. And the more we learned about disc, the more we realized I wasn't attacking. He wasn't, doing this on purpose, or, so we kind of got over a lot of things. And we used that strategy to say, wait.
it helped when I approached her and said, okay, if you would stop a minute, we've got 2 points. Let's talk about those. And then we would go on to the rest of them. And for me, that helped break it down into small bites, if you will, and to understand and to have a long discussion.
That was the way we worked on it. And it, like I said, it was sneaky. It shouldn't have been, but it was sneaky. The next chapter to this is the social. And I think that's what most people think when they see outgoing, reserved. They think social, like how you show up at a party or something like that. A couple of typical social wirings can be,
why don't they want to go out? One plans, the other one hides.
how do I get them to open up? One craves the words, one craves the quiet. Pretty classic ones. And I also think about how people, when they go to a party, we had some friends recently say that, well, I mean, I stay in the corner, but I'll talk to people when they come over. So there's a lot of in between gray areas, which is why we love the disc, why I love the disc so much, is you can be a gray. We have the most funny story about this. We had made a trip to London, as we're recalling right before we got married, the way it all worked out. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. I mean, so classic.
We're at Westminster Abbey on a Sunday evening during evening song mass, and it's after mass.
And it's late and we're hungry. And of course, we've traveled to the Abbey. We don't know even what neck of the woods are. And it seems like everybody's clear out of the narthex except for 3 priests way over in the other side.
So we knew that the buses were going to stop after a while. Businesses weren't going to be open too late. We're walking around and hungry trying to figure out what to do.
So I'm like, I'll go ask the priest. And he's like, no. So I head off and he's like, oh my God. I mean, as I told him, they have to eat too, right? He would have died 1,000 deaths rather than doing that.
So she goes walking right over, asks one of the priests. He goes, well, wait a minute, Father such and such, he knows places around here. He goes and brings that priest back.
And he just points across the street to a great pub. So we did all right. But if there would have not been a chance, and you know where, he would have done that.
Great bangers and mash, though.
Here are a few key takeaways. The first one and the biggest one is, for me, is don't take it personally. It's wiring, not rejection.
Name it, don't blame it. If she's getting heavy into her detailed and she's got her list going, I just flip her a C.
Believe me, I know what he's thinking at that moment. Admit differences, allow for them, and respect them. Like you can say, I support you in your involvement in the groups. I just don't want to be a part of them.
Or like, if you just give me 30 minutes, I'll come back and we'll finish our talk on this.
The last one, and I think almost maybe the most important one, is affirm what you appreciate. And so many times when you put your positiveness about what somebody's doing, they're going to want to do more of it because they hear your appreciation. I would say, thanks for having a calm evening where we both can recharge.
And I appreciate it a lot that she takes care of our social calendar.
We're all wired differently. I think respect is the big one. Next up, watch out. Mario's got a checklist.
And Grandma's just hanging on. So know your letter.
Know your people.
That's our problem.
We have so many problems. Microphones are just one. Know your letter, kill your people. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Since we stopped it, do we need to go back and resync anything?
No, we should be fine.
Okay.
The microphones are green. So we're good.
We're green. We're green.